Now let's chat on the phone to Matt O'Connor from Grounds Maintenance, and I know you're in charge of 3 parks. I think it is the Rothampstead one, which is in Harpenden, and the Clarence Park, and the Verulamium Park in St Albans. Hi there, have I got it right?
Yeah, that's right. We look after, I guess, all of the parks and open spaces for St Albans City and District Council. But recently we've got some rangers in the 3 main parks that you mentioned, and they've been accredited by the Hertfordshire Police under the Community Accreditation Scheme, which just gives them a couple of certain powers, really, to help and assist, really, to try and combat antisocial behaviour.
3 very lovely parks as well, I must say. I know them well, do visit them often, and they're all very different, aren't they? Because you've got Harpenden's a bit like Canterbury Park in Watford, if you know it, where it's got the long path going uphill, which is very nice.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's extensive if you go up the back as well, isn't it?
We've got the football, we've got the skate park there. You know, we've got lots of things going on for all sorts of different users, which is great. And
then you've got Verulamium Park is unique because it's got the Roman bits near it, and you've got the park again. It's fairly flat though, isn't it? Although there are some hills, and then you've got the lake as well.
It's a large park. It's a fantastic resource. I think right in the heart of St Albans, used by many different people. It's almost like a country park in one where it goes out. We've got I guess good play areas. We've got the splash zone. You know, it really is a wonderful resource there.
And then we've got Clarence Park, which is a little smaller, I guess, but it's got a lovely atmosphere. And what's nice about that is it's surrounded by that sort of like wall-like type of feel, isn't it? So it's very cosy.
That's right. Very kind of Victorian park there.
Yeah.
Lots of history. But very well supported with the hockey club, the cricket that gets played there, and the football, of course. It's a lovely park.
It is actually quite big when you go there. You realise it's not as small as you think it is.
That's right.
It's quite incredible. So what do you do then? Tell us about it.
We've got 3 rangers, or 3 ranger services in these parks, where they're rangers. The idea is that they're to engage with the public, and really just talking to people and ensuring that everybody can enjoy the parks for the beauty that's there and the facilities that are there, and no antisocial behaviour really is going on. So it's a tool in the toolbox being accredited by the police, and we've found that it's worked really well. We haven't had many issues where we've had to go in, but just talking to people, understanding what our role is there, making sure everybody can enjoy the parks what they are, and it's been working really well.
No, certainly. I know I've compared and done the PA there in every one of those parks, and they've all been lovely, and they've all felt really, super, with a lovely atmosphere, and they've all got their own uniqueness, as we said. But so we should be so proud of those parks and look after them. Is there a problem with anything like graffiti around here or vandalism, would you say, in a big way?
On occasions we come across it, and this was one of the reasons. The recent power that the police have given the rangers is that they have now have the ability to confiscate alcohol from underage drinkers.
Right.
But again, that's very, very rare. We haven't had to use it since the power's been granted. Occasions there might be a small piece of graffiti, but it's gone very quickly.
Yeah.
And to be fair, lots of different user groups use the parks, including young people, and they're fine. They talk to our rangers, they let them know what's going on, they're asking questions, and we should celebrate it, really.
Well, yeah, and you mentioned alcohol there. I mean, if you walk down Harpenden High Street, you're not allowed to, even if you are of age. So are you saying that you can actually drink alcohol in there as long as you're over 18 or 21?
No, that's not what we're saying. This is just the power that the rangers have got.
Oh, I see,
they
right.
Can confiscate from the underage.
Right, so not for the people that are older, though.
No, if there was an issue going on, the rangers have got direct links to the police. The police are very, very supportive. They've got radio contact, and they're there to help. And if things look like an incident was occurring, we're not the police. That's not what we're there for. We're there to look after the park.
It is a bit of a grey area sometimes, and I suppose if you're sitting there with a picnic and a family and the adults are having some wine, that should be fine. But if there are some people that are drunk and disorderly, then that isn't acceptable, is it? So
that's right. it's a sensible approach, and I think that's what's great about St Albans City and District. They do take a sensible approach. They do provide picnic areas, barbecue areas for the parks. They want the public to enjoy them, but we want to make sure that it's there to be enjoyed by everybody, and one group isn't particularly dominating or causing a disturbance for others. And we're not finding that, which is, again, it's good. And I think as long as we're all there to play our part, we should be fine going forward.
Right, and you mentioned graffiti. I mean, what's your line on that? Because I've always thought that it was really good to actually just get rid of it straight away, because it does encourage it to come even, more and more if it's left. It seems to encourage
exactly
it, yeah.
the approach that we take. If we do find it, we've got certain products that we can use.
Yeah.
We try to get rid of it as soon as possible, and it's by looking after the park, looking after the litter, having a visible presence with the rangers on the 3 key parks. We hope to stop this even starting.
Yeah, I mean, I drive around a lot, and I've noticed over the last couple of years that a lot of graffiti has now been either painted over or removed, which I think is brilliant, because it's one of the things I really hate a lot.
Well, I think everybody would mirror that as well.
Yeah, but it used to be the case that it was there and it was left for years, sometimes decades. I mean, some of it had been there for a long, long time.
No, but I think we're all more aware, and we've. I think this is one of the things that St Albans have been great with.
Yeah.
They want to continually improve things. They're looking for continual improvement, and we do lots of surveys. We try to find out what the public want and try to respond accordingly.
Fantastic. Well, what do we do then if we want to sort of find out information generally about parks and or also report damage, vandalism, graffiti, like we've mentioned there? Maybe some of the things, like the swings and roundabouts get graffiti on them, and we might want to report that.
Well, John O'Connor Grounds Maintenance have usually got staff in parks, and you're more than welcome to talk. You can phone up the council, there's phone numbers, or log on to their website, which is the St Albans website, very easy to find, and contact us those ways.
All right, well, thank you very much indeed. We'll chat again. It's all been very interesting, and now we know.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Phil.
you very
That's
much,
lovely.
Matt.
Bye-bye now.